Gentlemen, this is Mantelligence. Hey fellas, today we're going to talk about the number of highly effective psychology tricks that work on girls. You may already know how to attract women by making your intentions completely obvious. But what if I told you that you can attract girls without them even knowing you're doing it? Yep, it's entirely possible to hack a girl's brain to make her like you more. And in this video, we're going to show you how. Don't worry though, you're not misleading girls by using these psychology tricks. You're just using your knowledge of the human brain to make yourself more likable. And make sure you stick around to the end, because we're going to share the #1 psychology tricks that guys think work on girls that actually make them look like total fools. So let's get to it, shall we? Here are the 5 most useful psychology tricks that work on girls and the #1 trick that actually is just plain ignorant. Number 5, on the wall. Okay, before we go any further, allow me to change into something a little more educated. There we go, much better. For the sake of this video, please pretend I'm a world-renowned psychologist and a tenured professor at Mantelligence University, and this is Psychology and Dating 101. Welcome, my students. You may call me Dr. Professor Beardy, MD. Now, let's begin today's session. One of the most common psychology tricks to get girls to chase you've probably heard of, is psychological mirroring. Other dating channels might tell you that you have to carry a mirror in your pocket or beat all the mirror tracks in Mario Kart to unlock the secrets of this useful trick. This, of course, is not true. Psychological mirroring is the act of copying someone's facial expressions, mood, and overall behavior to get them to respond more positively to you. And it works because people are naturally drawn to people who remind them of themselves. We like the familiar because it makes us feel safe and comfortable. And what's more familiar than a person just like us? So the next time you're talking to any girl, pay attention to the way she's sitting and subtly copy it. Is she wildly expressive and excited when telling stories? Tell your own stories in the very same way. Just don't stray too far from how you normally act when using psychological mirroring. You could end up coming across as someone you're not, which is never a good thing. And since this is a completely known tactic to attract a mate, keep an eye out for her mirroring you. If she's pulling the same tricks, there's a chance you're both trying to reach the same result. Number 4. Attack the senses. Our next module in Psychology and Dating is all about the different scientific studies that have been done and how our senses affect our emotions. Unfortunately, I wasn't a part of any of them because I only finished my residency last week. But the main takeaway from all of these studies is that people subconsciously respond to the arousal of their senses. There are countless hacks to get your crush to like you by taking advantage of her senses, and many of them we've already talked about in our other videos, like brushing and flossing daily, breaking the touch barrier, saying all the right things, taking her to the best restaurant you know of, and dressing well. But you know how to effectively attack every single one of a girl's senses in one fell swoop? Well, one way is to start with a good skincare routine. And our sponsor for this video, Tej Hanley, can help you do just that. Tej Hanley has a ton of facial products that will leave your face looking ridiculously amazing. Plus, their products smell great. So when she asks you what smells so nice, you'll have an easy conversation starter ready to go. And if you end up getting a kiss on the cheek at the end of the night, she might be able to taste the cucumber extract and eucalyptus oils that make up some of Tej Hanley's products, all of which have their own unique healing and cleansing properties. And maybe she'll even break the touch barrier with you and put her hands on your face right before she goes in for that big wet one. Unfortunately, your face will feel so smooth that she'll stop what she's doing and ask what your secret is. So if you'd like to use the psychology of the 5 senses to attract women, try Tej Hanley today by clicking on the link in the description box or by visiting this Mantelligence URL. You'll get a hefty discount on your purchase and be one step closer to having the smoothest skin you've ever had. Number 3, the power of suggestion. Our next lesson in today's module can teach you how to get a girl to like you by just using the power of suggestion. When we like someone, we want to impress them, don't we? That's why you don't wear your favorite onesie on the first date. Instead, you save it for a sleepover, right? So when a girl likes you, she'll want to make herself seem more interesting than she might view herself. Well, you can use this to your advantage by suggesting she has traits you want her to have. So if a girl just finished telling a story of her near-death experience while hiking in the Rocky Mountains, you can say, "You seem really adventurous." And if she agrees and she likes you, she'll actively try to be more adventurous around you just to keep you interested. The fact that you think she has a specific quality makes her think it's a quality you look for in a relationship. She'll try to embody that quality whenever she sees you. Suggestion is one of the simplest psychological tricks to get her to like you that, as long as you listen closely, you really can't go wrong with. Plus, it doubles as a compliment. And who doesn't love a good compliment? Oh, I just realized I have a patient meeting I'm running late for, so I'm going to have to pass on the rest of the lecture to my associate. Kate?
Thanks, Dr. Professor Beardy, MD. Class, my name is Professor Dr. Kate, MD, and I'm looking forward to continuing this lecture with you all. We still have 2 more psychology tricks that work on girls we need to cover, and the #1 psychology trick that guys think works, but actually makes meeting women more challenging. So let's continue. Number 2. Assistance, please. Benjamin Franklin used to employ our next psychology trick with political opponents so often that it's now called the Benjamin Franklin effect. Here's how it works. A person who's already performed a favor for someone else is more likely to do another favor than if they had received a favor from that person. So in dating terms, instead of trying to get girls to like you by doing favors for them, ask them to do favors for you. It sounds counterintuitive, but consider this. People do favors for others because they like them. Nobody does favors for somebody they don't particularly like. And when you're getting to know a girl, she's still on the fence about how much she likes you as a romantic partner. So if you ask her to do a favor for you and she does it, she'll end up thinking that she must like you since she's helping you out. Something as simple as asking her to pass the salt during a dinner date can have the same effect as asking her to pick up some popcorn for your Netflix movie night at your place. And since she's doing these kind gestures because she clearly already likes you, she'll end up doing favors more often because she wants you to like her more. Obviously, you don't want to ask too many favors too often because then she'll think you're trying to take advantage of her niceness. But a little bit of, hey, can you, here and there makes her realize that she's doing these things for you because she likes you. And that's a powerful feeling. Number 1, ebb and flow. If you want to know how to make any girl fall in love with you, here's one thing you need to master: balance. And when you find a girl you like, you need to avoid the same mistake you've made countless times before: lack of balance. I get it though. When you meet someone who makes you feel good, you want to spend as much time as possible chasing that feeling. But just like a surfer would be exhausted after chasing every single killer wave that comes his way, you'll exhaust your crush if you chase every single opportunity to interact with her. If you know how to flirt, you know how to have balance and control how much you talk to and spend time with a girl. Otherwise, you'll be so familiar to her that she won't think of you as a rare commodity. So ebb towards her and plan some dates, text her back, do all the things you're supposed to do to get a girl to like you, but consistently flow away and get busy with your own life by occupying yourself with things other than her. By being unavailable from time to time, you'll give her a chance to miss you, and that's a ridiculously powerful psychological tool of attraction. All right, the number 1 psychology trick that works on absolutely 0 girls. Since you've made it to the end of this video, class, it's time you learn the one psychology trick to avoid. You've probably heard countless pickup artists talk about negging, or putting a girl down as a means of making her like you more. And if you're looking for a girl with no self-esteem whatsoever, negging might work. But you don't want a girl who will put up with emotional abuse, do you? Of course you don't. So avoid negging girls, and instead be a positive and uplifting force in their lives. Because girls want a guy who makes them feel good, not the opposite. So there you have it, fellas. The 5 psychology tricks that work on girls, and the one trick you should always avoid. Oh, before your next class starts, head on over to the link below for a discount on your skincare needs.